5:47 a.m. The Serengeti sun breaks the horizon. In the next 3 hours and 5 minutes, a lioness will make a kill that feeds her family for a week. A zebra will escape death by the length of one heartbeat. A jackal will steal a meal from a predator twice his size. A wildebeest will bring new life into a world that immediately wants to end it. And an old buffalo will take his final breath while his herd watches helplessly. All of this will happen before most humans finish their morning coffee. This is what one morning looks like when every second is a matter of survival. Her name is Nala. She's been lying in this exact spot for 4 hours, waiting for the sun. Lions don't hunt in complete darkness. Their night vision is good, but not perfect. They wait for that window just after dawn, when the light is strong enough to see, but the prey animals are still groggy from sleep. Nala has 7 cubs back at the coppice, 7 hungry mouths that consumed the last of yesterday's warthog 12 hours ago. Her sister is watching them now, but sisters can't produce milk. Only successful hunts produce milk. This morning, success looks like a wildebeest herd 200 meters to the east. 300 animals still clustered in their sleeping formation, just beginning to stir. Nala has already picked her target, an older female on the edge of the group. She's been watching this particular wildebeest for 20 minutes, noting how she moves, how she positions herself, how she favors her front left leg just slightly. That slight favor is a death sentence she doesn't know she's carrying. Nala moves like smoke through the grass. Each step takes 5 full seconds. Place the paw, transfer weight, pause, listen, repeat. At 150 meters, she's invisible. At 100 meters, she's a shadow that might be a trick of the light. At 60 meters, she's close enough to smell the wildebeest's fear, except there is no fear yet. They don't know she exists. 50 meters. This is the kill zone, the distance where her explosive sprint meets their reaction time and comes out ahead. Any closer and she risks detection. Any farther and she risks exhaustion before contact. Nala's muscles bunch. Her hind legs compress like springs being wound past their limit. The old female wildebeest raises her head. Something feels wrong. She doesn't know what, just wrong. Nala launches. 50 kilometers per hour. Not as fast as a cheetah, but Nala doesn't need speed. She needs power. The herd explodes. 300 wildebeest scattering in every direction, each one hoping someone else gets chosen. The old female runs. Her front left leg betrays her immediately. That slight favor becomes a limp, becomes a stumble, becomes 3 lost meters of distance. 3 meters is everything. Nala closes the gap in 6 seconds. Her front paws hook the wildebeest's haunches, claws digging into flesh. The wildebeest stumbles. Nala's weight drives them both to the ground. Teeth find throat. Jaws close. Pressure builds. The wildebeest struggles for 45 seconds. Then 30 seconds of weakening kicks. Then stillness. Nala doesn't let go. She maintains the bite for another 2 full minutes, making absolutely certain. A wildebeest that looks dead but isn't can still kill you with one kick. At 6:04 a.m., 17 minutes after the sun rose, Nala has food for her family. Now she just has to keep it. 2 kilometers west of Nala's kill, a zebra named Django is making a mistake he'll have 3 seconds to correct. He's been without water for 36 hours. The dry season has turned most waterholes into dust bowls, and this muddy depression is the first liquid he's found since yesterday morning. Django knows the risks. Every zebra knows the risks. Crocodiles live in water. Crocodiles kill zebras. This is not complicated information, but thirst makes animals do stupid things, and Django is very, very thirsty. He wades in up to his knees. The water is brown, warm, and tastes like mud. He doesn't care. He drinks like he's never going to drink again, which, if he's not careful, might be exactly what happens. His name is Kubwa. He's 4.5 meters of Nile crocodile, and he's been lying motionless in this waterhole since before dawn. Crocodiles don't hunt. They wait. They become part of the landscape until something edible walks close enough to stop being alive. Kubwa has killed zebras before. He knows exactly how this works. Wait until the animal relaxes. Wait until its head goes down to drink. Wait until its attention shifts from survival to satisfaction. Then explode. Django's head is down. His attention is on the water. His legs are deep enough that running will cost him precious milliseconds. Kubwa begins his approach, tail moving in slow, powerful strokes. Jaws slightly open, ready to snap shut with 4,000 pounds of pressure. 10 meters, 5 meters, 3. Kubwa launches with enough force to clear the water entirely. 450 kilograms of reptile, airborne, jaws open wide enough to engulf a zebra's entire head. Django doesn't think. Thinking takes too long. His body reacts before his brain processes what's happening. He throws himself sideways, not backward. That would keep him in the water, in Kubwa's domain. Sideways, toward the bank, toward solid ground, where crocodiles are slow and zebras are fast. Kubwa's jaws snap shut on empty air. The sound is like a door slamming. His teeth miss Django's neck by less than the width of a hoof. Django's legs churn through the mud. Each step feels like running through concrete. The bank is 2 meters away, then 1 meter. Kubwa's tail sweeps around, trying to knock the zebra off balance. It connects with Django's hindquarters, sending him stumbling, but stumbling forward, stumbling toward land. Django's front hooves hit solid ground. He pushes off with everything he has. His body clears the waterline just as Kubwa's jaws snap a second time, catching nothing but a mouthful of muddy water. At 6:24 a.m., Django stands on the bank, sides heaving, legs trembling, heart beating so hard he can feel it in his teeth. He's still thirsty. The water is still right there. He walks away. He'll find another waterhole. One without a 4-meter crocodile waiting at the bottom. Kubwa sinks back beneath the surface. His metabolism is so slow he can wait another week if necessary. Something else will drink eventually. Something else will make the same mistake Django almost made. Patience always wins. Just not today. Siri has been following this cheetah for 2 hours. Not because she wants to attack a cheetah. That would be suicidal. Jackals weigh 12 kilograms. Cheetahs weigh 50. The math doesn't work. But Siri isn't planning to fight. She's planning to steal. And stealing from a cheetah is one of the smartest plays in the Serengeti. Here's why. Cheetahs are exhausted after every hunt. Their bodies overheat so dramatically that they need 15 to 20 minutes of recovery before they can eat. During that window, they can't fight. They can barely move. That window is Siri's opportunity. The cheetah, a young male named Tao, just brought down a Thompson's gazelle after a 600-meter sprint. He's lying next to his kill, mouth open, panting 200 breaths per minute, trying desperately to cool down before something larger comes to take what he earned. Siri isn't larger, but she's faster than she looks, and she's very, very patient. Siri moves in a slow spiral, getting closer with each pass. 50 meters, 40, 30. Tao watches her with the exhausted frustration of someone who knows they're being robbed and can't do anything about it. He tries to stand once, gets his front legs under him, then collapses back down. His body simply will not cooperate. Siri notes this. She files it away. The cheetah is weaker than he wants to appear. 20 meters, 15 meters, 10. Tao growls. It's not a threatening growl. It's a "please go away" growl. The growl of someone who has already lost and is just negotiating the terms. Siri doesn't go away. She gets closer. Siri doesn't go for the whole carcass. That would be stupid. She goes for a leg. 1.2 seconds. That's how long the entire theft takes. Dart in, jaws around the gazelle's hind leg, twist, pull, retreat. Tao lunges. His claws swipe through the space where Siri was a quarter second ago. He stumbles, overbalanced, still too oxygen-deprived to coordinate properly. Siri sprints away with a 3-kilogram leg of gazelle clamped in her jaws. That's 3 days of food for her and her pups, stolen in less time than it takes to blink. Tao watches her go. He could chase her. In about 8 minutes, when his body temperature drops, he'll be the fastest land animal on Earth again. But by then, Siri will be in a burrow somewhere, feeding her family with meat she didn't have to risk her life to catch. She's not a predator. She's a parasite, and parasites have been winning since long before cheetahs existed. At 7:01 a.m., Siri disappears into the grass with someone else's breakfast. Zawadi picked the worst possible morning to give birth. She's a first-time mother, which means she doesn't know what to expect. She doesn't know that labor can take hours. She doesn't know that the pain will make her want to lie down and never move again. She doesn't know that lying down in the open Serengeti is an invitation to every predator within 2 kilometers. The herd moved on 30 minutes ago. Wildebeest don't wait for stragglers. The group's survival depends on constant movement, and one female in labor can't be allowed to endanger everyone else. Zawadi is alone, in pain, and very, very visible. 300 meters to the north, a pair of spotted hyenas have noticed her. They're not approaching yet. They're waiting to see what happens. If the birth goes badly, they'll have an easy meal. If it goes well, the calf will be vulnerable for at least 10 minutes before it can stand. Either way, the hyenas win. Zawadi doesn't have the luxury of knowing this. She only knows that something inside her is trying to come out, and it hurts more than anything she's ever experienced. At 7:41 a.m., the calf's front hooves emerge. Then its nose. Then its entire head, wet and alien-looking, eyes already open, already searching for its mother. Zawadi pushes with muscles she didn't know she had. The calf slides free in one final contraction, hitting the grass in a tangle of long legs and amniotic fluid. It's a male. Healthy, strong, absolutely helpless. Zawadi doesn't rest. She can't. She's on her feet immediately, licking the calf's face clear, stimulating its breathing, nudging it with her nose. Get up! Get up! Get up! The hyenas have started moving, no longer waiting. 250 meters and closing. The calf tries to stand. Its legs splay in 4 different directions. It crashes back to the ground. 7 minutes old. 7 minutes to figure out how legs work. Zawadi nudges harder. Her panic is rising. She can see the hyenas now, no longer hiding their approach, walking with the confident pace of predators who smell an easy kill. The calf tries again. Front legs lock, back legs fold. It falls sideways. The hyenas are 150 meters away. Try again. Front legs, back legs, everything shaking. The calf stands for 1 second, 2 seconds, then takes a step, then another. At 8 minutes old, the calf has never seen a hyena. He doesn't know what they are or why his mother is suddenly moving so fast. He only knows that she's moving, and every instinct in his brand new body tells him to follow. He runs. Badly, awkwardly, legs still figuring out which direction they're supposed to go, but he runs. The hyenas break into a sprint. 100 meters, 70, 50. Zawadi cuts toward a cluster of acacia trees where the rest of the herd was heading. If she can reach other wildebeest, the hyenas might hesitate. Safety in numbers, the calf keeps pace. Somehow. Against all logic, against every odd stacked against a 10-minute-old animal, he keeps pace. The hyenas reach 30 meters, then they slow. Ahead, through the trees, more wildebeest are visible. Too many. The easy meal has become complicated. They stop. They watch Zawadi and her calf disappear into the herd. At 7:52 a.m., Zawadi's son joins the migration. 18 minutes old, already a survivor. They call him Titan because he used to be one. 19 years old, nearly 1,000 kilograms at his peak, horns that span almost a meter, worn smooth from countless battles. Scars on his shoulders from lions who learned that some buffalo fight back. Titan has survived everything the Serengeti could throw at him. Droughts, floods, diseases that killed half his herd, predators that took his calves, his mates, his brothers. He survived it all. He will not survive today. His heart, which has been working overtime for 19 years, is finally giving up. Each beat costs more than the last. His lungs, scarred from a bout of pneumonia 3 years ago, can't pull enough oxygen to keep his muscles functioning. Titan knows he's dying. Animals always know. The herd knows too. One by one, buffalo break away from their grazing and walk toward Titan. They don't make noise, they just come. Standing near him, touching him with their muzzles, breathing with him. Buffalo aren't supposed to be emotional animals. They're supposed to be walking slabs of muscle and anger, good for nothing but eating grass and attacking lions. But they remember Titan. They remember when he stood between the herd and a pride of 6 lions, taking wounds that should have killed him so the young and weak could escape. They remember when he led them to water during the drought of 2019, somehow knowing where the underground springs still flowed. They remember everything he gave them. Now they're giving him the only thing they have left: their presence. Their witness. At 8:41 a.m., Titan's front legs give out. He kneels, then falls sideways, landing heavily on the grass that has fed him his entire life. The buffalo around him don't leave. They form a loose circle, facing outward, protecting him even now from threats he can no longer see. Titan's breathing slows. Each exhale takes longer than the last. His eyes find the horizon, the golden grass, the endless sky, the land he's known for 19 years. At 8:47 a.m., Titan takes one final breath. At 8:48 a.m., he doesn't take another. The herd stays with Titan's body for 23 minutes. Some touch him with their horns. Some stand in silence. Some make low sounds that researchers still don't fully understand. Then, at 9:11 a.m., the matriarch, a female titan protected many times over the years, makes a sound, a call to move. One by one, the buffalo turn away. They have to keep going. The Serengeti doesn't stop for death. Water is still 6 kilometers ahead. Predators are still watching. They leave Titan where he fell. By tomorrow, scavengers will have taken most of him. By next week, bones. By next year, nothing but the grass growing where his body fertilized the soil. The Serengeti wastes nothing, not even its kings. By 8:52 a.m., the Serengeti morning is complete. Nala is feeding her cubs with a meal that will keep them alive for another week. Django is drinking from a different waterhole, one without a crocodile waiting at the bottom. Siri is underground with her pups, dividing stolen meat with the efficiency of a professional thief. Zawadi's calf is running with the herd, already stronger than he was an hour ago, already forgetting how close he came to never existing at all. And Titan is returning to the soil that made him. One hunt, one escape, one theft, one birth, one death. 3 hours, 5 lives changed forever. This happens every morning, every single morning. While we sleep, while we eat breakfast, while we complain about traffic, the Serengeti is writing stories that contain more drama than most human lives ever experience. Did you see how 5 animals played the only roles the Serengeti gave them? Click here to meet the mother, the hunter, the thief, the king, and the orphan.